Welcome back to Real Florida Magazine. Today, we're going to take a closer look at the Wausau Possum Festival.
Okay, this next fella, y'all been seeing him buy possums and all that good stuff. Judge Jim Fensom.
Thank y'all. It's a pleasure to be here. We were here last night and had a big time. My name's Jim Fensom. I was born in Port St. Joe, grew up in Port St. Joe, and graduated from St. Joe High School, and been practicing law and being a judge down in Panama City for the last 38 years. I've been your circuit judge for now 8.5 years. But let me tell you what we had a couple of weeks ago. We had the most interesting trial I've ever had. We had a possum that we had in there was charged, and you know what that possum was charged with. That possum was charged with obstructing the highway and littering on the highway. That's exactly what that possum was doing. So we went on and we picked us a 12 possum jury, and we got halfway into that trial and I got so worried. I said, we got 12 possums on here. I tell you what's going to happen. We're likely to have a hung jury with that group we got there, 12 possums on that jury. I said, that's what's going to happen. So we went on and we tried it, and that possum got convicted. And the family looked at me, you know how they snarl and all that, and I'll tell you what else they did. They showed their tails. You know how possums showed their tail? They're always showing their tail. They showed me that tail, so I went ahead, I thought about it, I said, what is the fair thing to do with this possum? What is the fairest thing I can do? I thought, throw the book at him. No, I tell you what I'd do, I'm going to hang him. So we got that possum hanging. We sentenced that possum to a hanging, and that's what we did to him. So that's how we wrapped that up. And that was the end of that trial, and that's how it went. It's a pleasure being here. I've been your judge for 8.5 years, and I would appreciate your vote. It's a 6-county circuit. I'm a circuit judge, and thank you very much.
Hey, our next candidate is Miss Charlene Grove. She is running for judge of the 14th Judicial Circuit. Big round of applause for Miss Grove.
Thank y'all. I'm here with my family. They marched with me in the parade. Glad to have them here, my extended family. My name's Charlene Grover. I'm a candidate for circuit judge. I live in Bluntstown with my husband and my 2 sons. Met my husband in law school. We've lived in Bluntstown the past 15 years. I have a law practice in Marietta, across the street from the courthouse. I would really appreciate your support and consideration on August the 26th. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great day.
Okay, our next candidate is Gerard Berga. He's running for 14th Judicial Circuit Judge. Big round of applause for Gerard Berga.
Thank you guys for having us out here today. I'm Gerard Berga, and I'm running for Circuit Court Judge. I grew up in Panama City, Florida. I think one thing that's unique about me that a lot of people don't know is I wasn't always a lawyer. I started off as a school teacher teaching about our Constitution and American history at a school with troubled children who had been in trouble in our juvenile system. And I met a little boy there named Chris, and Chris was a good kid. He got in some trouble. And I finally got Chris to admit to me what was going on. And Chris told me, he said, I was charged with drugs. And I told Chris, I said, I just don't see that about you, Chris. And Chris said, I was the first person who ever asked him what really happened, and went on to explain to me that his father was the one selling drugs, and Chris was being asked to deliver them. And that's how he ended up there. The next day I applied to law school. And that's the reason I'm also running for judge. I think no matter who you are, if you're 12 years old or you're 90 years old, or what your lot in life is, when you go to a courtroom, you expect to be heard, to have someone listen to you, and to be treated with fairness, courtesy, and respect. And I think the cornerstone of our courtroom should be our Constitution and our way of life. And I'm asking you to vote for me, Gerard Berga, August 26th, for your 14th Circuit Court Judge. Thank you.